At first, it was just a tiny detail in an otherwise unremarkable photo. But then it happened again and again and again. Almost every powerful person in the world had it. They were all marked with the same thin, silvery scar on the inside of their left hand. It was a mystery that consumed him. Here was everything he learned. Presidents, kings, tech billionaires, popes, even the Queen had it. It didn't matter if they were left or right-handed, the scar was always in the exact same spot. And it wasn't recent. It was always there. For hundreds of years, he pored over thousands of images, footage, newspaper archives, everything he could get his hands on. What started as a quirky observation turned into an obsession. Then one night, while digging through old microfiche, he found it. The earliest known example of the mark King Tutankhamun, the boy pharaoh of Egypt who ruled 3,000 years ago, also had it. That's when he knew this was no coincidence. This was some kind of sign, some kind of symbol, something left behind by whoever or whatever was responsible for putting these people in power. But what? He scoured the internet, desperate for answers. Was it a Freemason? Was there some kind of ritual? A test? Then finally, a lead. An obscure website mentioned a fringe theory about the Mark of Cain. According to legend, when Adam and Eve's son Cain killed his brother Abel, God put a mark on him so that whoever found him would know what he had done. But the website went further, suggesting that the mark was genetic, passed down from father to son. If true, it would explain why only men had the mark. Women, no matter how powerful, never did. Queens, empresses, prime ministers, they were all spared. Then he got the email. It was short, cryptic, but to Aiden it was terrifying. Stop looking. You're not ready? He wasn't paranoid. He knew someone was watching him. When he drove home from school, he saw the same black SUV following him. At red lights, he could see the driver staring at him. Then one morning, he woke up to find his computer wiped. All his research, all his evidence was gone. Had the Mark people found him? Were they erasing his memory? And then he started seeing them. The Mark people. First, it was the guy at the grocery store, wearing gloves. Then the barista at his favorite coffee shop. And when Aiden looked closer, he realized they were all wearing gloves on their left hand, hiding the mark. Was it a coincidence? He didn't think so. And then he saw her, the woman from the post office, the one who smiled at him, who seemed nice. But now he saw the truth. She had the mark too. As she walked away, he noticed something else. Her name tag said Luna. That's when it hit him. It wasn't just what they had in common. It was who they both worked for. He raced home, terrified, knowing what he had to do. He pulled out the one thing he hadn't lost, his passport photo. He stared at it, horrified. Yes, he had the mark too. The question wasn't why, but how. How did he get the mark? Why him? He thought back to everything he'd learned, the countless hours researching the past. Had he been chosen because of what he knew? What if it wasn't about power? What if it was about bloodlines? His parents? Did they have the mark? He dug out an old family photo, scanned it, blew it up. His dad didn't have the mark, but his mom did. He thought back to when he was little, how his mom would hold his hand, how she'd sing to him, how she'd protect him. But she wasn't human. Not really. The truth was more terrifying than he imagined. The mark wasn't just a wound. It was a seal, a brand, left by something not entirely human when they took a piece of his mother's soul when she gave birth to him. Something ancient, something evil. And now he was a target, not because he discovered the secret, but because he might be the next one chosen.